Hey everyone, William here from Feel Better Fitness. Now, this is something I've been working on for quite some time, and I'm excited to start sharing with you all the new brand I've been working on. So, there's a lot that's going to be compiled into this video, and so it will be a little lengthy, and I'm excited to share with you what I'm hoping to be able to do with this new idea I have. More so the impact that I'm hoping this will have for others. So the idea of Feel Better Fitness came to me back in 2018. I was on my way to Colorado to go visit family for a vacation. And I was on my way there, and I had been thinking to myself, if I were to start over from Restored Strength, my previous business, into something new, what would that be? And it took me a while to come up with that idea, but it hit me when I saw the mountains, and the idea was Feel Better Fitness. Because for me, it's always been about this idea that I want people to understand that when we think about fitness and when we view fitness, it's not just fitness. It's more than that. And so what I mean is that when we do fitness in a way that serves us, it allows for us to live a more significant life, in my opinion. And I've seen people go from having years and years of pain to, in 4 weeks, be able to not have pain at all. I've seen people who have struggled with weight their entire life go from struggling with body images of themselves and health concerns to being the best, healthiest version of themselves today. And so when I think about that and the impact it has, it all comes from this idea that it's from fitness, it's from strength. Now, when I say fitness, I don't refer to what you traditionally see in most gyms. In most gyms, what you see when you think about fitness is somebody working on their chest, somebody referring to it as a chest day where they're doing bench press, they're doing chest flies, they're doing a lot of exercises isolating a muscle group. They might have a leg day, they might be working on their arms, they might be doing sit-ups. There's a variety of endless concepts that continuously go on. And with these ideas, they are serving a specific purpose, which is to shape your body in a physique that bodybuilders do. And there's no shame in it, and there's no judgment behind it, not at all. But that's not how I view fitness. And I hope that other people don't take into consideration that there's only one specific way to view fitness. I believe that there is another way we can view it. And in viewing it in a different way, I like to think of it as more of a functional way. And that is a term that is continuously thrown around nowadays, which I'm excited to see that other people are being able to use that word. And just like with anything, it can be misinterpreted, or it could be defined in its own way by the person using it. And so that I can give you best direction with how I view what I think functional fitness is, I'll describe it in this way. Functional fitness is the way you use fitness to improve or enhance the quality of your life through how you want to live, by being able to do the things you physically want to do and more. So in a nutshell, functional fitness to me is using your body to be able to create the best version of your life in the way you want. There's no one way to be able to do this. If you want to use functional fitness to look better naked, that's great. If you want to use it because you want to improve the quality of your life and your longevity, awesome. If you're doing it because it's trendy and it's new, sure, go on ahead. Whatever you decide to do with what this is, I'm happy. As long as you're doing it in a manner that's safe, that will provide you a shameless and guiltless form of exercise so that you can improve the quality of your life, I'm happy for you. And so when I think about Feel Better Fitness, I will be using this brand as a way to educate people on fitness. And in that circle of fitness, I want to look at things that we all need. And also, another component that I'll talk about here in just a moment is the other side of Feel Better Fitness, which is the mental side, the mental well-being of it, and how that impacts our overall life. And so let's keep on task, though, with the fitness portion. So with the fitness portion of Feel Better Fitness, the things that I'm going to be talking about is modalities that we need to help us physically feel better. So breathing is a big piece that I love talking about. When we look at breathing, there's different ways that we can breathe. There's optimal ways so that we can breathe better, so that we can be more relaxed and more calm. And I can go on and on and on about that. But we'll wait for another time to do that. Other parts that I'm going to be going over in this platform here for Feel Better Fitness is foam rolling. I think that's such an important thing to take care of our bodies. It also feels good, and it's something that nobody really does. And so that's another part that I think is going to be important. Other pieces that I will be focusing on are core exercises that'll help you with getting out of low back pain, shoulder pain, and other areas in our life that we're really dealing with discomforts that are limiting our abilities to be able to live functionally. From there, I'm going to be going over to exercise techniques. I'm going to be going over specific tools that you'll see, which are sandbags, maybe TRX, some kettlebells, obviously your body weight, some resistance bands. I mean, there's a whole array of exercises that I want to be able to go into depth with, to share with you more, but also just provide you more exercises that you can do as options so that you can do fitness. I really do believe that anybody and everybody can do this. It's just more so having somebody give you the guidance you need so that you can get yourself going. From there, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on other parts of fitness, and that other part is going to be the well-being of your mental state. And so if you've known me, or if you're just getting to know me, mental health has been a big part of my life and has been something that I'm a big advocate for. I've spent quite some time working with a therapist to overcome a lot of my own challenges and a lot of my own difficulties, from childhood wounds to addictions to grief through depressions. I mean, just a whole lot of things that have impacted my life significantly. And taking the things I learned from my experience working with a therapist, but also things that I've learned along the way that has helped me heal from these things that I've gone through, books I've read, articles I've written, people I've talked to. I mean, there's a whole gambit of things that are needed to be talked about more. And so I feel so strongly about mental health because it's something that has helped me feel better. And when we go back to what this is, Feel Better Fitness, it's more than fitness. It's more than just exercise. It's the whole spectrum of things. So I'm going to be using these channels and these platforms to talk about more things related to our mental and physical health. I'm going to be using these to share my experience of being a personal trainer for the last 10 years, my experience of teaching at a university, my experience leading workshops for other trainers to learn how to use kettlebells and to be trainers themselves. I'm going to be using this platform to share with you the things I've learned with my years of business I have behind me and a lot of my life experiences. And I do this because I want to help other people feel better. And that's what it really comes back down to, is having an outlet so that I can do the thing I'm so passionate about and feel that it's my purpose, is to help others feel better in whatever way that may look. There's no one way, there's no right way, there's no specifics you have to do with certain things. It's a matter of knowing yourself and being able to take what I share with you and to adapt it to your own situation, because I'm not you and you're not me. However, we can share similar experiences and can always use some help along the way to manage through them. And so Bruce Lee has a great quote that goes, "Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes a cup. You put water into a tea kettle, it becomes a tea kettle. You put water into a bottle, it becomes a bottle." Now, water can crash or it can flow. Be water, my friend. And so that in its essence is what Feel Better Fitness is. It's taking what you want from this and what you find helpful and what you find useful and adapting it to your situation. But you got to begin with the beginning of the quote, which was to empty your mind, be formless and be shapeless, like water. And so when we think about how we want to feel, nobody likes feeling like shit. I've always said that. Nobody wakes up feeling like, hey, I want to feel like shit. No one does that. And I'm not naive and I'm not dumb. We aren't going to always experience these great moments in life, and we shouldn't always be feeling good, because that in itself is a problem. But I feel that as I learn and talk to more people, a majority of people are feeling like shit. And I am someone who has felt like that. And I'm not saying that I'm absent from it. I do still feel those things time to time. And so I don't as much. And so I want to be able to share with you the things I've learned so that I do feel better. And I feel that if more people had more skill sets to manage these difficulties in life, we would then be able to live in a way that is more authentic and better for us. And like I've said from the beginning, better is left to your interpretation. I'm not here to tell you what that means. I'm just here to share with you that there's a lot of different possibilities for you. And so my closing thoughts with this video, because it's just already gone way longer than I've hoped for, is that I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be sharing with you what I find to be my purpose, and I want to be able to help other people. And I hope that you are somebody who is open-minded enough to take into consideration or find interest in the things that I have to share, but also to be able to help share this with somebody else too, because we all know somebody out there who is struggling with something, whether it's physically or mental, whatever it may be. It's about helping others. All right. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to my next video.